out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Underwood. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is good.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. It's a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was that backed up in their own territory, this defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Good footwork at the 30. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Dolphins at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Etienne once more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, if they count the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That would go for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Underwood has it to Hyatt on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
Operating from the gun. Underwood. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Bobcats, 60.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17. Dolphins 7.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
On the shake. 70 Lions. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Underwood. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6.
Trap 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football down play. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Okay, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Retreat. Go.
Back to throw. Underwood setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Underwood. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
10 to 60. Let go.
Off play action. Underwood. Outright to Hill, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll run with Gibbs. That's a strong. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
11.
Etienne up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
First down, Jaguars.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They go play action with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And just shutting him off there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Off the bootleg. Underwood. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Etienne to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
At the 27-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
On play action, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
To throw on 2nd down, Underwood. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dragon 16. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Operating from the gun, Underwood. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Red on red.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll run with Etienne. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Big Euro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another toe for Etienne. The solid stiff arm. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Moore. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Dolphins 28. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Maverick. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's 2nd down.
19 Lions. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again. Underwood. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Underwood. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
65 yards. 65 yards.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check up.
Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Let's go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Say, hey. Come 19. Come 19. Hut, hut.
Off play action. Underwood. That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Get up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the slant. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Gibbs will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he spins past him and into space. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Here's a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known.